Everyone thought the bear would attack the man after being rescued, its wild eyes and massive frame radiating raw power. But instead of lunging forward, it paused, then gently nudged the man with its snout, as if in quiet gratitude. What followed left the entire rescue team in stunned silence. In the wild forests of Canada, a park ranger named Brian had devoted his life to protecting nature. One day, while patrolling the dense woods as usual, he heard a strange sound echoing through the trees, a mournful cry, haunting and filled with despair, that made his heart pound. Brian froze, every sense sharpened. Despite the growing sense of danger, Brian chose to move toward the sound. With each cautious step, the cries grew clearer, guiding him to an unexpected sight. In a small clearing, a massive bear lay helpless, caught in a series of brutal traps. Its front right leg clamped in a steel jaw, a wire ring tightened around its head, and barbed wire coiled painfully around its hind leg. Every movement the bear made sent waves of pain through its body, drawing out groans so raw and aching they could pierce any heart. Brian instinctively reached for his rifle, fully aware of the risk in approaching a wounded predator. But then he saw the bear's eyes, not wild with rage, but filled with pain, and a silent plea for help. Pushing aside his fear, Brian made a bold choice. He would help the suffering creature. He set his rifle on the ground, a clear sign that he meant no harm. Remarkably, the bear seemed to understand, its tense muscles slowly relaxing. Step by step, Brian moved closer, then carefully began freeing the animal, first cutting the wire from around its neck, then gently untangling the barbed wire from its hind legs. Each touch brought the bear pain, yet it remained still, trusting the man who was trying to help. At last, Brian pried open the steel trap clamped around its front leg, releasing the animal from its brutal confinement. He stepped back, bracing for a reaction, but instead of attacking or fleeing, the bear slowly rose, locking eyes with him in a silent gesture of gratitude. Then, weakened by its injuries, it stumbled forward and collapsed. Unable to leave the animal in such a dire state, Brian contacted the local wildlife clinic for assistance. When the rescue team arrived, they carefully anesthetized the bear and transported it to the clinic. There, veterinarians discovered it had been trapped for several days, and its wounds were badly infected. They performed surgery, thoroughly cleaned and stitched the injuries, and administered antibiotics to prevent further complications. Meanwhile, Brian learned that this incident wasn't isolated. Several other wild animals had fallen victim to similar cruel traps in the area. Determined to stop the culprits, he joined forces with the police and animal control services to launch an investigation. After relentless effort, they tracked down the poacher and successfully removed every remaining trap from the forest. After a period of recovery, the bear was finally ready to return to the wild. Brian and his team transported it deep into the forest, ensuring it was far from danger. As they released it, the bear paused, turned back to look at them one last time. A quiet, powerful moment that felt like a heartfelt thank you, before vanishing into the thick forest beyond. What do you think of this story? Let us know in the comments section. I hope you like this story. Please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. Also subscribe and press the bell icon to never miss the update from our channel. Thank you.